Hey Threshold, happy Good Friday. I want to invite you to spend some time with me and more importantly, with the Good Shepherd today. I want you to reflect on Jesus as your Good Shepherd on this Good Friday. John 10 is a wonderful chapter. I would encourage you to read the whole thing. We talked a couple of weeks ago about Jesus' claim to be the door, the way to access God and the way to enter his flock. Well, embedded within that chapter are a couple places where Jesus will call himself the Good Shepherd. What does that mean for you and for me? And have you accessed that relationship? It's so important today that you do. John 10:3, he calls his sheep by name and he leads them out. Jesus says in chapter 10, verse 14, I am the Good Shepherd. I know my own and my own know me. 10:27, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. He knows you personally. He knows your name. He knows how to lead you. He knows how to care for you. He knows how to protect you. And he has a rescue plan designed personally for you. And it involves this day, Good Friday. You are his, because he has made you his own at the cost of his own life. Chapter 10, verses 10 and 11. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. I am the Good Shepherd. The Good Shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. The Good Shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. Verses 17 and 18, for this reason, the Father loves me because I lay down my life that I may take it up again. No one takes it from me, but I lay it down of my own accord. I have authority to lay it down, and I have authority to take it up again. This charge I have received from my Father. Did you hear what Jesus said about his sacrifice? He chose to suffer and to die for you. He was willing to die for you. This wasn't imposed upon him. He did it willingly. He laid down his life of his own accord. Did you hear that language? It wasn't an accidental death. He wasn't surprised when he was betrayed, arrested, killed. It was a purposeful death. He said, the Son of Man came to give his life as a ransom for many. Do you know that on this Good Friday, this is what we commemorate? That the Son of Man came, the Good Shepherd came, laid down his life as a ransom for many. His work on the cross is as a ransom for you and for me. Innocent blood shed on behalf of your, my guilty records. This is why we humbly celebrate Good Friday. There was a song in 2003 by Jonathan Pierce, a Christian singer, and it was called For You. These lyrics are powerful and they help me worship. I will drink the cup, the poison overflowing. Each labored breath I draw in, knowing that this could be my life, my final hour. But faith and hope and love give me the power for you, for you. I'll be your salvation, though the storm surrounds. There are no conditions. Lay my body down in awake abandon, willing sacrifice. I'll walk through the canyon, bring the shadows light for you, for you, for you. In awake abandon, he gave himself. He was wide awake when he did it. He abandoned himself to the Father as a ransom for you and for me. He died a substitutionary, sacrificial death for you. Do you recognize that? So when he gave himself over to that arresting party in the Garden of Gethsemane, he did it for you. And when he stood at the garbage trial, where as an innocent man he was condemned to die, he did it for you. And when he was scourged and whipped and mocked and spat upon and slapped, he took it for you. And when he went to the cross and he died in agony, he did it for you. And when he breathed his last and cried out to God, "It is finished," it was finished for you. He cares for you. And he has made you his own at the very cost of his own life. Have you accessed his death on your behalf? You have to. And here's why. Verse 10:28, "I give them eternal life. They will never perish. No one will snatch them out of my hand." His death on your behalf is a gift. A gift is not deserved. A gift is not earned. A gift is received. Have you received Christ's death on your behalf? That's what Good Friday is all about. If you have, then did you hear the incredible promise? Once you're in his hands, he will protect you and he will never let you go. You can't pull out of his hand, and nothing will ever snatch you away from him. He is the good shepherd, and he can be trusted to watch over us every facet of our lives, even our deaths. I don't know what you're afraid of today. There's so much in our world going on, whether you're afraid for yourself, your loved ones, your family, your friends, whether it's finances or job or health or the economy or our nation or the world. I don't know what you're afraid of. But recognize that the Good Shepherd is the same one as Psalm 23, the Lord our shepherd, who said, "Even though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you don't have to fear evil because I'm with you." Even death we don't have to be afraid of because of the Good Shepherd. Now, you either know him or you don't. And if you do, you don't even have to be afraid of death. Do you see that? That's why it's Good Friday. Now, I get it. It's appropriate for us on this day as we reflect on the one who would die for us, why we would be quiet, why we would be humble, why we would be repentant and thoughtful with godly sorrow over our sin, over our part in putting Jesus to the cross. I get that. Don't miss what John said, where Jesus said, "I have the authority to lay down my life, and I have the authority to take it up again." My friends, it is Friday, but Sunday is coming. It's Friday, but Sunday is coming.